Well, we hear from our franchise partners constantly. Some have been in for 20 years with 1-800-GOT-JUNK or 3 years for Shack Shine, and they'll say things like, "This has changed my life."
I love nothing more than watching people grow.
The thing that really inspires me when it comes to franchising is, like you talk about all the time, it's all about the people. And with a franchise system, and this is exactly what we're trying to replicate, you can develop people's skills, you can build systems, and you can develop that performance culture. What is it like for you within O2E Brands and 1-800-GOT-JUNK? What has been the role of performance culture and community for you guys as it comes to inspiring people to build better businesses and better lives?
Well, we hear from our franchise partners constantly. Some have been in for 20 years with 1-800-GOT-JUNK or 3 years for Shack Shine, and they'll say things like, "This has changed my life." They've changed their own lives, but they've been in this framework of high energy, lots of fun, big ideas. So I see my role as to challenge the status quo of where they're at. How can you think bigger? How can you think 10 million versus 2 million? How can you think owning multiple cities, multiple franchises? How can you be better for the customer? So I think our role at O2E is, even it's in the name, ordinary to exceptional. How do you take something ordinary and make it so exceptional through everything you do?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When we talk about growth of business in a healthy way, and we talked a lot about this on stage, of a lot of people want to grow relatively inorganically and push growth and force growth in revenue numbers, whether it's for ego or other reasons. When you're working with, or your team is working with franchise partners, what's the role of systems and processes and structures to keep growth in control and in check?
To me, systems I would describe as a best practice. What is that? I love that this is fireside and the real fire, the real logs falling.
Real thing.
I love that systems are, what is the best practice for something in your business? So in my business, in junk removal, how do you greet the customer when you first show up on site? There's a process. You introduce yourself, shake their hand, ask if you can see the junk. And it's one of those things where you write down and you organize your best practices so that you've got consistency. A brand stands for the experience the customer expects and will get delivered. And so if you're using FedEx as a brand, you expect it to be there overnight. You expect that there's no delays, even if there's weather, it happens. They're reliable. What is your brand? What does my brand stand for? And making sure through systems you're delivering that each and every time. We're not going to get it perfect. It's not going to be all, but you want the brand through reputation to stand for something where someone goes, you know what? 1-800-GOT-JUNK or Shack Shine, like they're nailing this.